Good morning, lovely people, and welcome to our Monday Marketing Motivation. Today we have a special extra edition, meaning I am going to go through a presentation that I've been giving to companies lately. And actually, I have another private showing of this presentation this week with a company to help them learn about the latest changes in SEO that are going on this quarter and some recommendations about what to do with their website. What you see in this presentation is my best knowledge as of today, which is October in 2025. So I've titled this one Quarter 4 SEO Updates. As with anything SEO, things change really rapidly. So as of right now, as of today, these are my recommendations. But if you're watching this in 2026 or in the future sometime, do check out some of the recommendations and make sure that they're still current. Right now, things are changing rapidly. What else is new, right? I mean, how many times over the 17 years that I have been running Seven Oaks Consulting and helping companies with websites and search engine optimized content and business to business content marketing, how many times have we seen, we think we have it all figured out with SEO, and then wham, Google comes in and shakes up the apple cart and changes the algorithm. And then everybody scrambles and they go back and they have to tweak their content and they have to change what they do. There's nothing new about this, guys. AI is just adding new dimensions to search. And that's what I'm going to go over in this presentation for you today. So if you're ready, settle down, sit back. It's about 10 minutes long today. There's no homework. Except for you to go in and take a look at two things, and that is look at some of the recommendations, go back to your websites and see what you can do on your own. And if you are interested, we have something on our website, on the Seven Oaks Consulting website. I offer an audit service called FutureProof SEO. It's a combination of an audit and recommendations based around our knowledge of SEO search as of today. I've already done 2 of these for companies, and we have seen good results with it, and companies felt that they were very useful. So I do hope that you check them out. It's called FutureProof SEO, and you can find it from the main navigation of our website. That's 7, S-E-V-E-N, oaksconsulting.com. So let's get started. Let's talk about SEO in the age of AI.
Okay, so as of Q4 2025, what we do know is that the basics of good SEO have not changed. We're going to talk a little bit about that and what that means for your websites. But take heart, if you've built a site, if you have a site, if you've really poured your heart and soul into your content over the last couple of years, and you're finding that it's declining in the search engine rankings, there's things that you can do now to tweak it and make it better for the new age of AI-based search. But you don't have to throw everything out. You can take what you have and refresh it for the new modern way of search. AI is just adding new dimensions to search. And we have seen, as site owners, many changes over the years. We have seen different algorithm changes from Google that have, really completely changed the search engine results. And we as site owners have adapted over the years. This is nothing new. What is new is some of the ways in which AI finds content and uses it, and we'll talk about ways that you can adapt your existing content for the new methods of search. So what do we know right now? Well, as of October, which is when I'm recording this, AI definitely dominates search results. What Google seems to be doing is they're really going after what they call zero-click search, meaning at the top of the search engine results page is a snippet based on AI's findings, and it is reducing click-through rates. Now, what I have found is that when they do display the website next to it, you can get good click-throughs. And I have had some content rank in those snippets that then inspires a click-through. Now, what does rank with that type of content and where you can draw more traffic to your site is with complex inquiries that take more than just a simple paragraph to answer. So think how-to information. I have a gardening website, which I've talked about before, which I use as my sandbox environment. And I have an article on how to propagate peach trees. And it goes step by step with pictures, how to take a cutting, how to root the cutting, how to grow the cutting, and things like that. That's not something AI can answer easily in one paragraph or less. So when that one ranks up at top of a search engine result, people naturally do click through to it. I have a few others that are like that. So think about content that you can tweak or new topics to add that have more depth to them. We are seeing a shift from keyword rankings to visibility metrics. What does that mean? Instead of chasing after the top ranking keyword phrases, your success is now measured by the presence in AI responses. That's just what I described with my Peachtree article. It's, are you at the top of the SERPs? And is your logo up there? Is your website up there? When you do get that, it helps with visibility, and that's what's helping to push traffic to websites. Now, the other change that we are seeing is the rise of conversational and voice search. Because AI uses natural language queries, anything that is optimized for the way people speak and talk about a topic naturally is going to rank better. The other thing is that voice-enabled search has also risen. And with that, again, it's how people speak about a topic, not necessarily how you used to write about it to rank for keywords. This is a difference that is very subtle. Now, for many years now, I have written in a conversational fashion. And it's not always what generated the best search engine ranks in the last couple of years, but now that is changing. Content that's written for the way people talk about a topic is doing much better than content that was written to chase after keywords. So think about how people speak about a topic. Again, I'll give you an example from my gardening blog. I have an article on a hornet. I forget the exact type of hornet it is. Oh, it's the bald-faced hornet. That's what it is. We found beginnings of a nest of them. They were making their hive, okay? It looked like a water tower, this thing. It was like a ball with a long tube off of it. And instead of going, when I researched the topic and identified the hornet that it was, instead of writing it in the way that a lot of the scientific websites wrote about it, I simply described it for search as wasp nest with tube. At the time I wrote that, it didn't always rank well. Now it's #1. And why is that? Because that's how people describe it, right? Nobody says, use very fancy language. You're a homeowner. You've got this thing next to your porch. You want to find it. Use the natural language to describe it. That's how people are searching. So the way I described it, perfect for today's way of search. Now, a couple of other things that you should take heart about, and one of them is that SEO's basics have not changed. So, expertise, authority, trust, it is now all about building brand trust and authenticity, right? So all of that is still important. So if you've been working hard at that over the last couple of years, good for you. Your site's in a much better position than somebody who didn't. But, however, user engagement and brand affinity now weigh heavily in rankings. So do what you can to build your brand. I have been beating this drum since the day AI search came out. I have been telling clients, I have been telling friends, you should be focused on your branding basics, whether it's building your personal brand or building your company's brand. You want to get people engaged and looking for you by name. As time goes by, I am firmly convinced, and this is my opinion, take it with a grain of salt, but my opinion is brand is going to matter more than ever moving forward in this age of AI. Now, talking about SEO, guys, AI tools can now assist you with outlines and drafts. I hate that because for me as a writer, it means people using AI to write, and I don't really believe in that a lot, but it happens. Make sure you always, 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 however, humanize content. We do offer that service now through my company as well. What this means is you take AI drafts created by AI, and you have a human editor go through them to ensure depth, nuance, credibility, variance in sentence structure, adding personal insights and observations. These are all things that will help that content shine. It'll make it yours rather than just simple things that AI is spitting out. It will also keep it in brand. Lastly, technical SEO still remains critical. So look at your core web vitals. Make sure you're optimizing for mobile. Your site is as clean and free of errors as possible, and the data is very structured. AI loves content that is structured logically. It loves subheadings, it loves FAQs, it loves instructions. These are things it can understand, and these are things that people like to read too. So do make sure that your content is really structured for both people and for AI. Guys, SEO is always evolving. Your SEO strategy as of Q4 in 2025, it's the same. I mean, yes, you are doing different things, but when I look at this, it's agility and experimentation. And again, when I look back over the 17 years that I have been a marketing consultant and a writer, working on SEO-based copy for various companies and my own websites, it's always about agility and experimentation. We are still seeing frequent algorithm updates. Nothing has changed there, right? Google's always rolling something else out, and so is Bing and all of the other search engines. You still have to be flexible and focus on the reader. Next, testing still remains a vital part of SEO. Again, I mentioned I have that gardening website. I use it as my sandbox, but test, measure, and change things. Look to see what's working across your search engine optimized traffic, your social media accounts, and check out all the new AI tools that are out there. There's always something coming out, and you never know what will really suit you and help you the most. Now, the recommendations. Okay, start focusing on AI generated search results and summaries. Use that structured data. Make sure your content is structured on the page for AI search. Answer your user questions clearly and directly. Try not to go off on tangents, but do infuse it with a little personality. Remember, don't use AI content directly from the tools. Humanize it for brand voice and tone. Stay focused on topic. Give it depth. If there's nothing else you take away from this today, when you're looking at the content on your site, deepen it. Make sure it's structured for AI, but it has enough nuances and difference in it to make it useful for your readers. Look at your website. Use a tool like SEMrush or one of the many other ones out there to identify errors such as broken links, slow loading pages, missing content. Make sure your site is very mobile friendly and that your web pages are all accessible by search engines. Incorporate natural language. Use a conversational tone. If you're not sure whether your tone is conversational, read it out loud into a tape recorder, or have a friend read it. Pretend like you're talking to a friend when you're writing. It helps to make your tone more conversational. Balance AI-assisted content creation with human editorial oversight. Don't just take your AI outputs and slap them on a page. Make sure you're writing for humans. Think about topical authority. Remember, it's all about brand in today's AI search, and I think that's going to continue to grow. My personal opinion, because of that, you need to be known, or your company name needs to be known for a specific topical authority. Plant your stake in the ground, build your topical authority around it, go out on different platforms, build it as much as you can online. Encourage user engagement to signal trust and relevance. That means comments, to have people looking at your stuff, have people interacting and downloading things. You want engagement, engagement, engagement. You want time on page. You want people in your site moving from page to page. So make sure you've got those links within to different pieces of content. Audit your content regularly and update it to stay aligned with algorithm changes. That's so big. And remember, we offer that FutureProof SEO service. You can read about it on the Seven Oaks Consulting website to help audit content and to help you stay up to date with the latest algorithm changes. Experiment with different formats. Don't be afraid to try different things. Add video, add new pictures, add new social media channels as they become available. It's all about experimenting and measuring what works, so give it a shot. Alrighty, so my friends, this brings us to the end of our Monday Marketing Motivation. I hope you've learned something from this. If you have questions, here's my here's my contact information. I'd be happy to answer questions. And remember, you can check out our FutureProof SEO service at sevenoaksconsulting.com.